I am deeply honored to receive the Backer Award. This award is especially gratifying because it comes from an institution that has played a central role in my life and in the life of my family, St. Louis University High School. My parents made it a high priority to give their two boys the educational opportunities they had not received. One day, when I was a 13-year-old eighth grader, my mother told me she had heard St. Louis U High was an excellent school and that we should take a look at it. When I visited SLU for the first time at the annual open house in the fall of 1971, I had no idea I was beginning a special and lifelong relationship. Walking through those corridors, which seemed ancient even back then, I sensed both a rich history and an exciting path to future possibilities. It was clear to me from the start that SLU, like many great high schools, was a place where one could explore and develop knowledge in almost every subject and interest. But what truly set the school apart was the Jesuit spirituality that tied our pursuits to the greater purpose of discovering God's plan for each of us. SLU's faculty, both Jesuit and lay, taught us to set high standards of excellence and to always put forth our best efforts. They knew we could accomplish more than we ourselves thought, and they pushed us to prove their point. What made SLU so special back then is still alive and well in its halls today: the people. There were many teachers and administrators who had a great influence on my life. People like Father Ralph Houlihan, Father Rich Bailey, Father Bob Weiss, Charlie Conway, Jim Ratterman, Sister Kathleen Casey, and so many others. I learned and benefited from my classmates who had many different and interesting talents and strengths. SLU has always drawn students from throughout the region and from all walks of life. Finding myself in a group of 200 smart 14-year-old boys with their different intellectual curiosities, points of view, and passions opened my eyes to new possibilities. At a very young age, these classmates allowed me to expand my horizons in a way that would have been impossible at a neighborhood school. St. Louis U High is the only institution with which I have maintained a relationship for almost my entire life. Unlike other schools and workplaces that are now in my past, something about SLU still calls to me and still challenges me. I've had the opportunity to be a SLU student, alumnus, parent, and board member. In every interaction with the school, I have found wonderful people and a continued invitation to experience God's love and His calling. I've also come to appreciate that SLU's commitment to offering a first-class Jesuit education to any boy of ability, regardless of his family's financial resources, is increasingly rare, and therefore increasingly critical in our society. There are many people I have to thank for this award. David Laughlin, our president, whom I greatly admire for the selfless way he embodies the Jesuit values of love of God and service to others. The faculty and staff of SLU, who daily dedicate their lives to the education and care of our students. And my family, my wife Mary Pat, and our two children, Laura and Jim, who have provided me with great love, guidance, and support. St. Louis U High and the Jesuits have been a major influence in my life. Some people measure their success by the distance they travel from their places of origin. I would like to measure mine by how closely I can come to achieving the values I first learned all those years ago at SLU.